Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying goes now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Rain put the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Got for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying goes now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Was set on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first down throw for Brissett. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Mario Edwards breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Shift. 150.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey. You got 3. Hey. 5 on the 50.
A give. This is Cook. Finding room inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brissett to throw on first. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. But he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam. Free and brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Brissett, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett, and this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Even.
They pitch it out to Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, let's give it conversion. Sonic! Ready! Black 25! Screen, Trevor C.
On 3rd down, Winston. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Screen, Trevor C. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brissett. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? To throw, Brissett sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Into the air once more, it's Brissett. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Flex round!
Brissett again. Allen's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is incomplete. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go now.
Handoff comes to Cook. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a run with Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Right there. Oh, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready. Blue ready.
Winston. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis now on first down. It's complete to Parker left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Brissett now on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there. and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get him.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Cook, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Winston now. This is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! 91 is the mic. Ohio! Ohio! Shit.
We're set on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Again, it's Cook. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 4.
Before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready.
Here's Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Corey Legion coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Green, triple C. Ready. Blue ready.
From the gun, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's the former Hurricane, played on this very field, Denzel Perryman. In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Where's 52? 5-0.
They go play action. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, Winston. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, sub. Let's go. 5-0.
Throwing, Winston. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brissett to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Raekwon McMillan with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 1st and 10, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Here we go, even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ready. Black 25 to hut. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Left side, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdowns. Pass is now in the ball game for Jameis Winston, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They run it here with Gordon, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And out come the Dolphins now. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run it again with Cook, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A toss to Cook. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 5 on the pickle. 5 on the pickle. Ready?
To throw is Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Skirts by him at the 35. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Shrugs him off. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Single. Flex round.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here